Oh, hi folks, it's Nick. I have a new recipe that we're going to be attempting tonight. Another experiment, and hopefully this one will turn out well. So far I haven't suffered food poisoning and they've been edible. Now for this one I don't have the ingredients out yet, but you'll need one slice of pork. You'll need, I'm going to be using anise, celery, and I may be using a carrot. And I'm going to be using with that some lime juice, some arrowroot flour, and some molasses. And I may spice it up a bit with some habanero or some hot sauce that I have available, because I don't have any habanero peppers. Otherwise I would be putting it in. So get those items together and we'll get on preparing the elements. And here we are doing the cooking. Now you turn on your wok, give it some salt, some pepper, that's all I'm going to be adding in here because the sauce is going to do the difference. You're going to throw your meat in for a quick toss for a few minutes. Now I'm using sesame seed oil this time instead of olive oil because I want to give it some extra taste, and sesame seed oil lends its taste to meat quite well. And the oil, as you can see, is heating up. I'll just do this. Perfect. Now this one, with pork, you don't want to overcook it because it becomes overly chewy. So as soon as it's almost all brown, or it turns a different color, you can see this is cooked on the outside. Like chicken. Starts turning from pink to more white. The more white you see, the better it is. And when you start to see almost all white, start worrying about your vegetables. So we're going to be throwing everything together in one shot. Put in my garlic. I'll put in my carrots right now. And yeah, I'm lazy. I could have put these in bowls, but I decided, yeah. Okay, now I'm throwing in the rest. There's a reason why they call it a surf rally. You surf. You've got a nice walk and you know how to use your tools, even better to you. If you don't worry about it. Use what you have at your disposal. And skillet, do smaller portions. You won't be able to do bigger portions. With this, you've got something deep. And when this starts becoming translucent, this is like bok choy. If you've ever cooked with it, it's exactly the same in regards to what it does. You take this and you flop it over it, and let the heat do its miraculous change for the sauce into something thickened. You'll toss it around so you cover pretty much everything. And let it cook for another maybe 1 to 2 minutes. This is on high. I did one boo-boo that I'm already noticing now. I should have steamed my carrots slightly for at least a minute, because I'm going to have raw carrot in it. So, note to yourselves, steam your carrots before you throw them in. I'll put an amendment in the film. Okay, that's good. Turn the heat off. This is ready for the plate. And we'll start dumping it in. If you've got a... Whew. Spices are not to be trifled with, folks. Hot pepper in your eye, even under steam, is still hot pepper. Make this some soap. Put this in water. I tend to do my dishes after I do my eating. There's some that can't or won't. Whatever suits their fancy. Everyone has their own different way of doing it. Now here comes the fun part, the taste test. Let's see if this is actually edible. This This wouldn't pass Gordon Ramsay's efficiency test. I couldn't care. Carrot, piece of that new vegetable, and pork. Mm. Now the reason I'm not putting noodles or rice to go along with it is because I've got my egg rolls. I wanted to actually balance it out. So here's a healthy vegetable stir fry with pork. For those of you that are vegetarians, replace it with other vegetables. Zucchini goes well. You can even do squash, but be careful with squash. It tends to disintegrate if you overcook it, so you have to put it in the last. Mushrooms, try to avoid adding them in. Not because they don't make a good stir fry, it's because of the water content. Mushrooms will lose their water. If you want to actually use them in the stir fry, here's a recommendation. Put them in olive oil, and sauce, soya sauce marinade for 30 minutes, and then put them on a baking sheet. Line them out individually. It's tedium, but wait, this is the best part. You put them in the oven at 360 degrees for 15 minutes after you've preheated it, and I guarantee you those mushrooms will have shrunk, and they'll be just salty enough to add some taste, and you just cut them up or throw them in as is. That's what I do for my steaks. I love mushrooms, but I don't like the water content. So enough of me lollygagging around. I hope that you try this recipe once more with friends, family. I encourage you all to do that. It's the best social way of making memories last. And I have nothing more to say. So from Nick, again, have a nice one.